All right, we are live. It is 6 o'clock. Hi, everybody. I am here. Let me just adjust it 1 second. So we have both YouTube going. Say hi if you're watching. And whoops, don't follow Facebook. And Facebook going. Hi, everyone. Another Wednesday at home. OMG. Hey, it is week 6. Well, it is our 6th time baking because the first week we didn't. So it is week 7. But hi guys. We're gonna have to start getting creative if we got to do a lot more Wednesday baking. I might need to start having some help from the team. So yeah, okay. I see a couple of you saying hi. There's 3 of you on saying hi. There's 5 of you. Say hi if you're there. And today we are making coconut macaroons. I know I had said I wanted to do brownies, which I still want to do, but the brownie recipe which I have, which is like to die for, but it does have quite a few steps. And last week we did make the lemon bars, which was quite a lot of steps, especially if you guys are kind of getting into this whole baking thing. So I wanted to make something a little more simple today. So we're making coconut macaroons. So for those of you baking with me, yay. So let's get started. I don't want to talk too much right now because there's a part where we're going to have to be beating the egg whites for quite a while. And during that time, we can like chat a little bit. So ingredients you're going to need. You need egg whites. Hi. Egg whites. So you're going to need 6 eggs. And you're going to use the egg whites, okay? You need honey, which I have enough of today. Last week for the lemon bars, I ran out of honey, and so I had to use a little bit of maple syrup, and they actually still turned out fine. So there you go. You need salt, vanilla extract, and, of course, coconut, okay? Now, for the coconut, you are going to need 3 cups of coconut, okay? So make sure you have 3 cups because 3 cups is a lot. If you don't have 3 cups, then you'll do half the batch. So if you are doing them with me now, go ahead and just, hey, Dan, hey, David, hey, Ulysses, go ahead and measure out your coconut first. I measured mine because I didn't want to have to have the disaster like last week of not disaster, but I wanted to make sure I had 3 cups, not like the honey of last week. Okay, so go ahead and measure the coconut. What do you want? You want your coconut to be shredded, like you don't want any added sugars to it or anything like already done to it. This is just the coconut, okay? Nothing fancy. So yeah, go ahead and measure your 3 cups. I measured 2 here and I had some extra, so I'm good. I have 3 cups, okay? You're making half, okay. Yes, so if you're making half, then you'll use 3 eggs and you'll use a cup and a half of coconut. So do a little bit of math. I'll help you out. Okay, cool, awesome. So now that you have measured your coconut, we're going to start with the eggs though, okay? So get 2 bowls or something. Hey, Dan, honey. Yes, you need honey. I have more honey. See, I got a full thing. How much honey do you need? If you're doing the full recipe with me, you need a half a cup of coconut. If not, you need half of that, okay? So 2 bowls, and whether you're doing 3 eggs or 6 eggs, if you have enough to do the full recipe, just go for the full recipe so you don't get it wrong. And then you have your eggs. I have my eggs here, my organic eggs, and you're going to start separating the egg yolks from the egg whites, okay? So I know that takes a minute. I'll pull the camera down so you guys can see. Oops, I'll go this way. So that you guys can see me. Oh, then let me move Facebook a little bit. And we're just going to start cracking those eggs, okay? So just don't get it wrong. And if I get it wrong, it's all here recorded. So pressure's on. So I just crack them in half, right? And then I open them up and I slowly just switch them from one to the other. I'm not a pro here, okay, guys? So if you are a pro, don't be judging me. But it works for me, and my recipes turn out good, okay? So half and half. Do that for all 6 of your eggs. Make sure you crack it in half, okay? No, I don't do that fancy things like one hand. I haven't even tried, and I don't care about learning how to do that. Okay. So keep separating. This takes a minute. I'm a little bit of a perfectionist about this. I want to make sure I get all the egg whites. And these turn out really good. So I've gone through a lot of recipes of macaroons and a lot of failed attempts to get one right. So this one comes out right for me, and it should for you too. But I've had to go through a couple different recipes to get it right. So this is going to be the right one. Okay, how many eggs are you at? I did 3. Maybe I should speed up a little bit. Hi, Radna. How are you? Long time no see. We're making some coconut macaroons. Of course, they are paleo. They are dairy-free. What was I going to say? They are not vegan because they call for eggs, of course, but they are gluten-free. They are dairy-free. They don't have any refined sugars. They just have honey, and that's why we consider them paleo. Okay? Ingredients are simple. I'm on egg number 5. Anybody's doing them with me. I hope you're not racing me because, I'm not trying to be too fast. Because we're just hanging out here on YouTube. Because what else do we do at 6? Oh, no. Did you guys just see that? Oh, I picked it right back up. Can't believe I'm doing this live. Did you guys see what happened? Are you laughing with me? I hope you're having a good time. So we do this, right? To just stay engaged and hang around someone that isn't just your family or whoever you have at home. Okay, those are my 6 eggs. Now, I'm not going to throw my egg yolks away because I'm not about just getting rid of them. I like to use them. So there was a time when I actually was not eating egg whites, only egg yolks, because of egg yolks are like an allergy thing, sort of my life. So I was only eating these. So I actually will just scramble this up tomorrow morning and eat it. But you could mix some egg whites in it if you don't like just eating yolks. But I got used to it. It was definitely weird. So you don't need the egg yolks. Now, you do need the egg whites, okay? So you're going to need to beat them up with the salt. So either you have them in a little bowl or in a big one. I'm going to go ahead and transfer them to my big bowl. I could have done it already, but I didn't. That's not how you separate eggs. Okay, Christoph. Oh, you guys don't see my Facebook Live? You guys see my Facebook Live? Okay. Yeah, it's on my personal Facebook. So sorry if I'm not a pro at doing the eggs, okay? But that's how I do it, and it works for me. And you like my dessert, so don't be complaining about how I do it. Now, add in the salt. I use my Celtic sea salt. You need 1/4 teaspoon, 1/4. So if you're doing half the batch, just put in a pinch of sea salt, okay? So it's not much sea salt. Basically, it's very little. So 1/4, is that what I said? Yes, 1/4. So make sure you get 1/4. Thought I was doing less. Ugh, my salt's almost over. And then I'm actually going to have my assistant come in a minute. Okay, so I added my salt. Now, you're going to have to beat your egg whites, and you want them to get fluffy and form like peaks, okay? Now, this is the part that takes a little bit. It takes about a little more than maybe 5 minutes to do. So, and it's noisy. So put your beaters on. If you don't have this, I'm sure you guys all have a hand mixer, hand beater. So press yours in. Why is this one not going in? Maybe I have to do it the other way. And then you're going to start beating them. So if you're already there, just start beating them on high speed. Technical difficulties. There we go. And I'm going to start it here with you guys. But then I'm going to have my beautiful assistant help me so that it isn't so noisy here for too long. And we can just chat it up for a couple minutes. I'll just talk to myself through you guys. So you're just going to start beating them. Okay? Just like this. Nice and simple. My hair is going. And, okay, so just keep doing that. I'm going to have Connie, my assistant, take over on that job because it is kind of noisy. So thank you until they start getting fluffy. Then come back and we can finish it here. Okay, So you're blending it. This is so weird because now I don't have my things. But we'll do the other step. So you should be blending it. You can hear me if you can, beating it. And you really want it to grow, okay? So just take a little bit. You want it to get nice and white, nice and fluffy. The longer you do it for, the better it'll turn out to be, okay? I know if you have what are they? The ones that you just pour in and just like does it on its own, like the cuisine ones, the fancy ones. You just let it do it. That's even better. I don't have one of those. But this way, just think of it like an arm workout too. How exciting. An assistant. Yes, an assistant. She's out doing her job, just so it's not too noisy here. Okay, so you guys are doing that. So I was going to say something. Hey, Melissa, about the macaroons. Yeah, so I've tried making them. It's been like 5 years that I tried making them. I went through like 3 or 4 recipes, all like paleo and whatever, but just different ingredients and different like quantities. Hey, oh, Dad's watching in Portugal. It's late, and they would like crumble up. They would break. They would blah blah blah. It always tasted good. But this one I got it right, you guys. So this is what I'm sharing with you. So yeah, so are you guys beating it? I know some of you are just watching, and I hope that I'm inspiring you to do them. Connie is in the special mix room. Yes, she's in the special mix room. Unless you guys really want to be hearing the beater the whole time. Yeah. Oh my goodness, we forgot to turn the oven on. See, this is the time to do it all. So we're turning the oven on. Let me just double check. 350. So go turn on your oven. Gosh, I still have not become a pro at this. Okay. Mine's at 350. See, that's why we have this time. It is soundproof. Perfect. Yes, it is soundproof. I'm glad you guys can't hear. Okay, so meanwhile, the eggs are beating. I have my master chef there. And we are going to measure out the coconut. So you need, if you're doing the full recipe, you need 3 cups of shredded coconut. Okay, so I have 2 here. I'm going to put them in this bowl. I don't know if this bowl is going to be big enough. I think it will. I did it in this one before. Okay, so that's 2 cups. I'm going to measure out a 3rd cup of it. And the good news is these don't bake for that long, so then you can eat them sooner versus later. Can you guys see? Okay. Do you guys have any questions, comments, anything you want to ask, say, feel free. If you guys want to give me any suggestions of what you want to make next week, do we want to make those brownies that I keep talking about? I feel like it's time to make them next week. But just heads up, it's going to be a few more ingredients and a few more steps because we're going to have to melt the chocolate on the stovetop. We're going to need coconut sugar. We need chia seeds. But I don't think it calls for eggs, so I think these are vegan. So Melissa and Madeline and anybody else that is on the vegan diet, you guys can join in. I'm pretty sure. I think so, yes. Okay. So I'm measuring out my 3 cups. Man, I really am risking this whole baking thing and taking it to the edge because this is how much coconut I had left. This is already a tiny bit more than a cup, so I'm not going to pour that in because it does make a difference. So that's 3 cups. I'm living on the edge here, you guys. Yes, brownies next week. Okay, good. Yeah, Grandma, I don't think you've had these brownies. I've made them 3 times, but in the last couple months. And I don't think you had these, but they are so good. Because I used to have a different brownie recipe, and then I made this new one, and it was this is the recipe I'm going with for now on. Okay, are you guys being entertained with me? So it's just fun just hanging out in the kitchen. Make sure the oven is on. Sorry I didn't tell you earlier. My fave dessert you make. Are you talking about the brownies, Melissa? Yeah, so they are vegan. Exactly, that's what I thought they were. So yeah, perfect. Okay, next week it's brownies. Christoph, go get some more coconut. Yeah, that was okay. My assistant is here. Look what we've got. You see how they
5 minutes.
That was 5 minutes. Did you time that?
Yeah.
Good thing I can talk a lot. That did not. 5 minutes flew by. Okay. Nobody saw that. Maybe Facebook did. Okay, so you see how it turned out? That's good. Honestly, you could have done it for longer. A little bit longer, and it wouldn't fine, but we'll go with this, okay? So you Thanks. No, I have one right here. My assistant is trying to help more, but I was ready. That's all I needed. Okay, so now hopefully you are done with it too. Hey, Christoph, you're on Facebook too. We are going to add the egg whites into the coconut, okay? It's important that you mix the egg whites into the coconut gently. So I'm going to just remove these and then transfer. And if it overflows in my bowl, you know, that's just what it is. This is real life. This isn't perfection. So you're going to mix the egg whites into the coconut. Okay, so I'm going to pour the egg whites softly in, okay, because you just took all that time to make them hike up, get fluffy, and you want to keep it fluffy. Oh, man, it's about to overflow. Oh, goodness. Okay, so once you've added those in, now mix it together. Now be gentle, though, with your mixing, okay? Let me just put my bowl there. So it's out of the way, okay? Yeah, get a big bowl if you can. And now just mix the coconut in with the, I'm going to use like 2 things because I made it full. Make sure the coconut is mixed in well with the egg whites. Can you guys see me? Hi, Wilbur. See, I'm saying hi to you now because you're actually watching live. And we are making coconut macaroons. So you guys should make these. If you're just watching, I hope I'm inspiring you to make them. So you see I'm just mixing it all together. And keep mixing it well. Make sure you get the coconut from the bottom. And pull in the egg whites. And then after, we are going to add in the honey and the vanilla. And that's all the ingredients, okay? Alrighty. Mix it all. So now it isn't like as much volume, right? The volume has come down. Normal. Okay. So now you're going to add half a cup of honey, right? So what the measuring cup that you use for the coconut, that's the same one I'm using. I have a question. So measure out the half a cup. Are you all baking that we have done? Are all the bakings that we have done your own recipes? No, they're not my recipes. I follow a lot of baking, like paleo people, and I go through a lot of recipes and testings. And sometimes I do tweak some things around, and I go through a lot of attempts to get a right one because just because it's paleo, a lot of times it doesn't come out right because it isn't like normal flour and everything. So it's definitely like test runs. And like my truffles, a lot of those I like changed around the recipes. And I follow, these are the base of these macaroons are from this lady called Elena's Pantry. And then she has a couple different recipes for macaroons, but this was the one that worked the best for me. So it's a half a cup. I don't do like a full cup. I do like a tiny bit less because if not, I end up having like a honey that's left on the bottom and it doesn't need that much. So half a cup, but just don't like overflow the half a cup, if you know what I mean, okay? So that's what I did, half a cup, just a tiny bit less, that's perfect. Pour that into the bowl and add that in. And then we're going to add the vanilla, and we're going to do 1 tablespoon of vanilla. Okay, honey it is. Pour it all in. Use a scraper if you need to get it all out of your cup, or if you use the measuring that was smaller. Okay, if you've gotten the honey, then go get your vanilla, and you need 1 tablespoon of vanilla. How we doing, guys? Any questions? So far, so good. Your oven should be warm, right? See, it's okay. We started it a little later. And now 1 tablespoon of vanilla. And then we will mix it all. And then we can form the, what dough? Would we call it dough? No. Okay, 1 tablespoon. Pour it in. Leave that there. All right. And gently mix it all together. So mix it in nice and equal. Just hand mix it, okay? You don't want to be using the blender here. And then once you have it well mixed, we are ready to put it on our baking sheet. And remember, when you're putting things on like a cookie sheet, you always want to use parchment paper. Don't actually put it. Oh, how much for half? Half a tablespoon. Right? I'm in the weeds. Slow down. Oh, sorry. Okay. Are you lost? I didn't know you were actually doing half a cup of honey. Yeah, if you're doing half of the recipe, then you need to be doing a little bit more math. Okay. So this is good. So I did 1 tablespoon of honey, of maple syrup, which means you do half a tablespoon, okay? All right. So mine is well mixed. You see? You see? Okay. Let me know if you guys are lost. What is did I not say the temp? Yeah, I did say the temp, but it's 350. 350 is what we're baking it at. Okay. Now, you can either use an ice cream scooper. I've also gone through lots of different ways of like how to put the batter on, the coconut on. But my scooper is like, ice cream scooper is a big one. I don't have those little ones. If you have a little one, go for it. And that will make it like a perfect round circle. Yeah. If not, you just use a spoon. So I just go for my spoon and my hands. Oh yeah, you washed your hands at the beginning, right? Because I'm all about using hands when needed for baking. Okay, so you got your sheet. You put the parchment paper over it. And now we're going to just, if you're using a spoon, make sure you get the honey from the bottom. Because like I said, some of the honey like sinks down. So make sure you get that, okay? And now I'm just going to like fill up my spoon. And I'm going to like squeeze it together. Okay, and then like some honey does come out. Press it together. And then you're going to put it on. Voila. Okay? Let me show you how mine turned out. You guys see that? You see that? Okay? So just keep doing that. Now, don't make it too big because if not, it will crumble up. Honestly, you don't even need to use a spoon. You can just like straight up go for your hands. Pat them together and flatten them down. Voila. Okay, let me scooch back so you guys can see that a little better. Okay, there we go. What is the baking temp? Yep, I answered you. Christoph, did you catch up? And when you squeeze it together, a little bit of honey comes out onto the hands, right? That's normal. But that's why I don't go for like the fully loaded half a cup. Okay? So you're just going to do that with all of the batter. I know some of you are just doing it with half a batter. And then you're going to put it in the oven. So just keep doing that. The oven is at 350. Yes, you've caught up. Perfect. Okay. So see how I like make the top with my hand? I like cup over and the bottom I flatten it. That way it's more like a macaroon. Flat on the bottom, round on the top. That's what you want. You don't want to like squish both of them flat down. You want to like hold your, sorry, my hands are all dirty with coconut. Cup the hand together and then flatten one way and the other one cupped over. You guys follow what I'm saying? It's like this. Okay? I'll do like 2 more with you guys and then you guys get the point. And since you guys are doing half recipe, you guys are good to go. And you don't need to make them like too far apart from each other because they don't grow, okay? So you don't have to, it's not a cookie. And these are really good. My mom loves coconut. And make sure you get that honey that's at the bottom. Don't just let it be there. Mix it in. My mom, as I was saying, she loves coconut, so she really likes these macaroons. All right, ask any questions. My hands are dirty right now, but I can see that. Okay. All right, let me just rinse my hands, and then I'll come here, and you guys can finish that. Okay. How you guys doing? All good? So, you're making those macaroons, making the top a little curved, right? And then the oven is good. And then you're going to add them in for 11 to 13 minutes. So this is what mine are looking like. I didn't finish them, but you see how they're curved at the top, flat on the bottom? You guys see that? That's what you want. And then put them in for about 11 to 13 minutes. And you want them to be a little golden, a little toasty, a little bit on the top, a little bit on the sides, okay? But don't let them actually like turn black, like brownish, okay? Just golden is what you're looking for, okay? And that's what it is. They should stick together. Make sure you're pressing them together. And voila, those are the coconut macaroons. So I'm going to finish doing mine, but we've already been here for almost 30 minutes, so I don't want to do the whole thing and just have you guys just watching me do nothing. And then you'll put them in the oven and put your timer on, and voila, you'll eat one, send me a picture. Of course, you want to let them cool for a couple minutes, especially because they might break off if you like pull them off right away. If you have a little bit of extra honey left at the bottom of your bowl at the end, with your spoon, you can like grab that honey and just like sprinkle it over the macaroons to add a little extra on there. And just because you have it, you don't want to waste it. Okay? Those are the macaroons. I will, of course, post my recipe. I will share a picture with you guys. And you guys have to share your pictures with me too. Oh, also, you guys know how I've been sharing my pictures on social media, on my stories? So some people have been thinking that that's been all of my baking. And I was like, oh my gosh, no, I've not been baking like every day, multiple things, okay? In fact, I was doing this master cleanse thing for the last 2.5 weeks. So I was doing all this baking, you guys, and I wasn't even eating any of it. I know it tastes really good because I've had it before, but yeah, I say that to you guys now because if I said it during the cleanse, it would just be more painful. So I was baking all this stuff and not even eating it. My mom was eating it. So yeah, so if you're done making it, put them in the oven. If they're already in the oven, Ashwini, are yours in the oven already? Crystal? Liar? I'm not a liar. You know I'm not a liar. You know that's true, that I wasn't eating anything because I was following this cleanse I was doing. So that's that. Do you guys have any questions? I had to eat her share. See, it is true. That was the fact. So these are really good. You guys can then keep them in the fridge if they get to be in the fridge, and if not, that's it. What else do we have going on? Today's Wednesday. Of course, that means tomorrow's Thursday, which tomorrow we're doing the Zoom hangout with Christoph and Melissa. So if you want to just pop in, it's on Zoom. I will be sending out the link to you guys. And you guys will just join and just say hi, see what's up, tell them how you've been, ask them how they've been, and yeah, just see them because it's been a while, right? And then there's the group class at 7. Any other updates? Anything else? I don't think so. So I think we'll do the brownies next week, right? I'll send you guys the recipe for that. And I think that's it, okay? Say bye to me so I make sure I'm not just like on my own over here. I know I rambled a little bit. I had my assistant. She did a great job. If you have assistants, little kids helping you out, I am glad because this is something you guys can do as a family. And it is less inflammatory to the body because it's dairy-free, it is gluten-free, grain-free, and all that stuff. Okay. All right, I am done rambling. Bye, guys. Have a good evening. Enjoy your macaroons, and don't let them burn. Bye.